Lent's about to happen. And on Sunday, I mentioned tomorrow's Ash Wednesday, but I didn't say anything about fasting and abstinence. So, just as a reminder, on Ash Wednesday and on Good Friday, all Catholics who have reached the age of 18, but who are not yet 60, so 18 to 59 years old, need to fast. And what does that mean? It means taking one full meal during the day to keep up your strength. In the past, another way that we kind of explained this was you could take two smaller meals that don't add up to that big meal, right? No snacking in between, obviously, right? So that's what fasting looks like. And then all people on Fridays of Lent and on Ash Wednesday and Good Friday are called to abstinence from meat. So that's 14 and older who are called to do that. You could use like a meat broth as long as it doesn't have like chunks of meat or something like that to cook with. If you got any questions, you can always, I'm sure that Melinda would love to put you through to my office phone. Or you can send me an email. That might actually be easier. Some people have asked, what's the point of fasting? What's the good of fasting? Especially now that Pope Francis asked us tomorrow on Ash Wednesday, March 2nd, to offer our fasting for the people in Ukraine. He says, I encourage believers in a special way to dedicate themselves intensely to prayer and fasting on Ash Wednesday. And may the Queen of Peace preserve the world from the madness of war. And so you might wonder, okay, how does my fasting help people halfway across the planet? And it's a lot about solidarity with those who don't have what we have, right? In the United States, we are extremely blessed. We have peace, we have prosperity, we have way too much food, And so by denying ourselves these good things, we're putting ourselves in solidarity with those around the world who don't have as much, reminding us what it's like to be poor, not just in spirit, but actually poor, right? And so it can help us to remember how to treat other people better. In addition, what does that do? It forces us to stop listening to those lower things in ourselves so that our more base desires are less important to us. And the church fathers and many people throughout history have said that when we fast, it makes it so that we can, instead of listening to this world, hear what God is telling us better. Pope Benedict said that denying material food, which nourishes our body, nurtures an interior disposition. Basically, it helps us to hear what Christ says and to be fed by his saving word. He says through fasting and prayer, we allow him, Jesus, to come and satisfy the deepest hunger that we experience in the depths of our being, the hunger and thirst for God. And so by seeking out that spiritual food, by putting ourselves in communion with God, and by putting ourselves in solidarity with our brothers and sisters, that spiritual component of our fasting goes towards the goodness in the world and helps offer those good prayers on behalf of those people who need them. So hopefully that's not too complicated. That is a lot of words, though. Another thing Pope Francis reminds us to do is not show off. He says that we shouldn't make a fuss of our fasting and let people know, because that's pretending to be virtuous. So I think that's probably good advice too. So I hope this was helpful, and I'll see a lot of you tomorrow on Ash Wednesday. And if I don't, I'll see you on Sunday.